In the next series of podcasts, we're going to be looking at issues of sustainability and environment. The first aspect we're going to look at is the 4 R's, which are reduce, reuse, recover, and recycle. Before we move into the 4 R's, we just need to discuss product life cycle. A product's life cycle refers to the stages in the life of a product from cradle to grave. So from when the resources used to make the product to when it's being thrown away after use. First are the raw materials. The environmental issues to do with this are to use less material, use materials with less environmental impact, consider recyclable materials, and adhere to relevant laws. The next aspect is manufacture. Reduce energy use, simplify processes where appropriate, reduce waste, and use natural resources efficiently. The next is distribution. Reduce or lighten packaging, reduce the mileage or transportation to the customer. When using, increase durability of a product, encourage refill consumables where appropriate, use green credentials as a positive marketing strategy, and promote the use of energy efficient products. And at the end of a product's life, make the product easy to either reuse, recycle, or reduce the waste going into landfills. We are now going to look at the 4 R's. The first one is reduce. The first priority should be to reduce the amount of resources that are used to make a product. When packing a product, the packaging must be efficient as it is to be thrown away. Minimalising the resources means the product will cost less and will help companies to improve profits. The next R is reuse. Reusing a product means a reduction in the extraction of raw materials to make a new product and reduces the energy and resources required. Some companies have refillable containers such as glass milk bottles or ink cartridges. Often, for a product to be able to be reused, more resources have to be spent on making it suitable for reusing, so consideration has to be taken as to whether the cost of collecting, washing, refilling is less than simply producing a new container. The next R is recover. The manufacture of any product requires energy. If the product is simply thrown away in a landfill, then the energy in that product is lost. But if the product is sent to an incinerator, its energy can be recovered and used to generate electricity. Recovery is not as effective as reduction, but it does mean that by using this energy to generate electricity, less fossil fuels will be used to generate electricity. The last R is recycle, which is the most known. This process involves taking waste materials and products and reprocessing them to make a new product. Some products like paper and card can be recycled easily, but only about 4 times until they become too weak to perform the function. Recycling is important in a modern consumer society where millions of tons of waste are disposed of in landfills or incinerators. However, recycling is only part of the answer as the product has already been made. Reusing is a much better answer. Designers and manufacturers are becoming increasingly aware of the possibilities of using recyclable materials, but only where consumers don't mind a degradation in the quality of a product. An example is recycled paper in a notepad. Using recycled paper results in a grey tint to the paper, but consumers will accept this as they feel they are contributing positively to the environment. Increasingly, environmental issues are becoming important, and the 4 R's need to be considered. When a product is made, consideration of what happens to it at the end of its life must happen. If the product uses materials that can be recycled, for instance, or whether parts of the product can be taken out and reused on another product. That concludes this section of the revision. If you have any questions, please come and speak to me.